Hi, pile three. So, for pile three, let's see what we got here. What you're going through and what you can learn from it. Shine your light. Now I'm going to have to sing that song too. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. So we got shine your light on the world today. Spread your light with what you say. Fill up your cup so you can see. All darkness before you will flee. Your power is great and meant to heal. Believe in you and know it's real. Cleanse your energy, carve your legacy. Allow yourself to open up, heal yourself, and fill your cup. So pile two had something about a legacy going on as well, if you feel drawn to that. Only if you feel drawn to it though. You're meant to be a healer, and in doing so, we attract a lot of darker energies. Duh. That's what happens. It doesn't matter what vibration you're on, they're going to be coming in. And if you're on that really high vibration, they're really going to be coming in because they're seeking that healing. It's not because they want to steal your light, it's because they don't understand how to have that light and create it within themselves. And so that's what you are learning, is to take care of yourself and protect your energy and to transmute those energies instead of absorbing them and taking them in as your own, and instead of taking that person's darkness as your own, or instead of just looking at them like, oh, you're darkness and I don't want to associate with you, period. And that just makes them even more in that dark energy because they hate themselves even more than they did at the start. And so know that hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Period. Bottom line. That's the way it is. Only love can cast out hate. Period. Bottom line. That's the way it is. And so you need to be taking care of you, and you need to be making sure that your energy is cleansed, cleared, protected, and you need to be making sure that you are working with your guides in being able to transmute that energy and being able to give the energy you do pick up from other people back to them for healing and transmutation so that it can raise the energy of the collective. And you need to be calling back the pieces of yourself, filling yourself up with this ball of light and protecting that energy, because that is your energy. And you are learning how to do that. You're learning how to fill up your cup. You're learning how to take care of you. You're learning how to be mindful in your actions. You're learning how to be mindful in what you say to others. You're learning how to take care of you so you can take care of the world around you in a much better way. And you're also learning that you are a healer, and this is what you're meant to do. This is your life path. This is your purpose. So you are learning how to take care of yourself so that you can create this legacy that you are meant to leave in this world. You are meant to be able to open yourself up again after all the pain and hardship you have went through, to be able to open yourself up again so that you can give the knowledge and wisdom you have gained to the world around you. And in order to do that, you have to heal yourself and you have to fill up your own source of love and energy so that it's not ending. You know, energy is a never ending thing, and energy is something that you are very filled full with at a very high vibrational level, and it's something that is beneficial to this planet around you, and you can use it to raise the vibrations of the collective, but only if you are not in an energy of your own despair or anger or hurt or fear or pain or things like that. All your chakras have to be cleared, balanced, aligned, and you are really at that level where you are getting to the point of being able to work with people without having to take your work home. We have the Sun, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Chariot, and we have the Star. So you're learning how to have more faith, hope, optimism, how to see the light in even the darkest of places, including the darkest of people. You are starting to realize and see a lot of the childhood trauma that can cause a lot of these situations. You're learning how to heal your inner child as well. You're learning how to balance yourself. You're learning how to balance your shadow side and your light side, and how to integrate both of them fully into your being. How to be your whole true self and know that the world around you is still going to love you, so that you can see other people as their whole true self and still love them with that unconditional love and light. You are somebody very vibrant, very positive, very joyous. You're very action oriented as well. You work very, very well with children too. You work very well with children. And you know what's funny is children are humans too, just like anybody else. And for some reason, everybody is okay with children having a light side and a dark side. You know what? Some children are never raised appropriately or properly. They never have good guidance. They never have good parents. They have abusers and manipulators and narcissists and things like that, and that they had to deal with. So why can't we understand that they still need to be taught, even as an adult, how to love in the right way? And that's what you're doing. You're learning how to love yourself in that right way, and you're learning how to give that love to the world around you in that way. And you are really moving forward. You are just, I don't even know why you're here watching this reading, because you know what? You are healing massively. You are healing quickly. You know how to do these things, and you are taking action on them, and you are just really shining bright, like this bright, beautiful sun or this bright, beautiful star in the dark for other people to follow. You are an inspiration to people, and you may even be in the spotlight yourself. You may be a YouTube reader. You could be a social media influencer. You could be a social justice warrior. Whatever you're doing is amazing, and it is really helping this planet. It's helping to bring other people to the light. It is helping other people to see the light and see how beautiful this world can be when they're not trapped in darkness. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, maybe this is part of the reason why you're at this reading. The Five of Water, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Cups again. So if you're waiting on a reconciliation of some sort, or if you're waiting to come back together with your children or something along those lines, then know that that is coming for you, and have hope and faith and trust, and just do what you're doing and know that it will guide them back to you, or you back to them, or whatever. Separate journeys are a thing. Sometimes you have to go on separate journeys from the people that you love in order to heal, and in order to open up your heart chakra again. I feel like there's a lot of heart chakra work that you've been doing in this pile, or maybe even some heart chakra work that you need to do in this pile. Maybe even some inner child work as well. But I feel like you have done a lot of this work. You have taken action to create this balance in your life so that you can follow your intuition more fully towards your happiness and what makes you happy. And so you can take action on things that are good for you, and things that are going to be an equal give and take emotionally. Because I feel like in the past you didn't have a very equal give and take emotionally with other people. You may have dealt with a lot of people who were very emotionally distant, or who just didn't give to you that love and light that you were giving back to them. And you may have dealt with a lot of depression in the past. You may have dealt with a lot of sadness, pain, regret, misery, guilt, shame, things like that. And you're starting to see those things from a whole new perspective. You took a break so that you could understand things, so that you could see things. You are really looking at things from a completely different perspective at this point. You may have awakened to a lot of the anxiety that you had in the past about where you were going to live, what you were going to do in your life, whether or not you were going to be able to support yourself or your children. And you're really coming to the truth on the decisions that you need to make, and you are acting on those, and you are really becoming a lot more decisive in your communication as well as your actions. And you took time out to heal the pain you were having, or you are taking that time out now so that you can heal that pain. And you are really just seeing things from a whole different perspective now that you have done that. You're having new thoughts, new ideas, new understandings, and you're putting those to work in your life. You are putting those to use in your life, and you are navigating life in a whole different way than you used to. And that's why you're going through a lot of what you're going through. And it's also so that you can really keep your hope and faith alive, even in the darkest of times. That way you can show others how to keep their hope and faith alive, even in the darkest of times. Because if you never met those darkest of times, whatever they were, then you couldn't lead other people out of it either. And I was thinking about it a few weeks ago that, I kind of asked for this last year because I wanted to be a healer and I wanted to be able to help others heal and I wanted to be able to work with people of a different variety with different things going on in their life. And guess what? I had to go through a lot of those things this last year so that I could understand those things, not just read about them from a book, but actually have lived those things and gained the wisdom and knowledge on those things, and the wisdom and knowledge of how to come back out of that without falling prey to that darkness, without allowing myself to be dragged down into it. And that's what you have been able to do, is you have been able to face this darkness, this sadness, this loss, this pain, this hurt, this depression, and you have been able to heal that, and you have been able to keep going forward, and you have been able to take the positive, joyous things from that experience and put them to use in your life, and you've been able to hold on to this hope and this peace and this faith all the way through it. I have the attitude of gratitude for the strength and stability of my mind, body, and soul as I experience and expand into new truths each day. Be focused on and be grateful for the fact that you have that strength. Not everybody has that strength within them. A lot of people have to learn that strength the hard way. A lot of people have to go through much worse to get to that point, Be grateful for your stability, the stability you have in your mind that you may not have had in the past. You may have been somebody who suffered from depression and anxiety, or who suffered from feeling guilty or ashamed of being yourself, things like that. And as you experience new experiences and you expand your mind and you see more things around you and more people around you, and you start to understand those things, you are starting to see how strong you really are, how grounded you really are, how wise you really are. And everything that you have been through has really helped to make you into this person that you are. And you're starting to be grateful for even the bad experiences that you have been through as well. You may have even been suffering from a lot of nightmares or night terrors as well. And you could have had a really hard time with that. But I feel like if you take the time to understand and explore your dreams and find out what they mean, you may be able to also bring a lot more peace to yourself. And you can do this on your own, or you can find somebody to help you. I do actually offer dream interpretations as well, if you're interested in that. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you thought of it or what you might be going through in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So for pile 2, we are going to read this channeled message first. Pretty sure it's a poem. Not super sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yep. They call me crazy. Others call me crazy every day, all because I do things my way. I don't listen to their crazy talk. I keep my head high and walk my walk. Who cares what the small-minded say? Let them go their own way. My mind is open to what I feel. Nothing could ever be more real. I leave behind any doubt. Who cares if I look crazy running about? I know what's real in my life, and I cast away your crazy strife. So you may have dealt with a lot of people telling you were crazy. You may have even dealt with some people who thought that you should check yourself into a mental ward. That just popped in my head. There may have been some people who might have told you that you needed to check yourself into a mental ward. My mom actually did at one point in time with me. So anyway, I've dealt with a lot of this myself. There's been a lot of people who have thought that I was crazy. And yeah, you're not crazy. You're amazing. And a lot of the reason that you're going through everybody telling you that you're crazy, everybody thinking that you're crazy, is so that you can know what is most important to you, what is worth fighting for, and so you can have the strength and the ability to go after it on your own and to not adhere to anybody else's opinions or thoughts or ideas of what you should be doing in your life. You do things your own way, and that's why people think you're crazy, because they're busy not doing things their own way. They're busy letting other people control or direct their life and not living it to their authenticity. And that's the whole thing. You are not crazy for doing things your way and living your life the way you see fit. And anybody who doesn't like it, too bad for them. You're learning how to tell people that you're going to be doing this, and if they don't like it, they can go away. You're learning how to cut people off when it's not good for your mental health. You're learning how to also understand and realize that a lot of the reason your mental health has been so bad in the past is because you were around people who were gaslighting you, manipulating you, making you feel like you were not good enough, you were not worthy enough, you were just crazy, you weren't somebody who was valuable or had anything good to add to a conversation, but you do. And you are deciding to do things your way and make sure that others stay out of the way on that. That's what I feel like in this pile. We have the Ten of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Queen of Cups. And you may have dealt with a lot of people who are very hot and cold, in and out, on and off. A lot of people that were really ambitious, thinking they could handle you and then couldn't. A lot of people who betrayed you. A lot of people who may have even cheated on you. There may have been a lot of people who cheated on you, lied about you, gossiped about you. There has been so much heartbreak and betrayal in this pile. You were used and abused by people. People were arrogant, snobby, hurtful. They just really lied to you about who you were, lied to others about who you were. But you knew the whole time it was going on. You knew it was going on. And the whole thing is you're learning how to cut people off before they get to take advantage in this way. You're learning how to listen to your intuition and trust it. Trust your psychic and intuitive powers, because in the past you've been told that you were crazy and that you didn't know what you were talking about, but these people were gaslighting you and manipulating you. And they called your sanity into question so that you wouldn't believe that they were really doing this to you, because they really were cheating on you. They really were stepping out on you. They really were being hot and cold and on and off and didn't know what they want. They weren't really committing to you, that kind of thing. They weren't really committing to your friendship either, if it was just friends. They were lying behind your back, and they were treating you in a very bad way, in a very aggressive, arrogant, snobby manner. And you are this amazing, beautiful, loving, light-filled person. Somebody with so much compassion, understanding, forgiveness, care, concern. You are very, very intuitive. You know and you see things that other people cannot. You receive messages from the other side, or you just see the messages. You are somebody who has higher knowledge, higher perspectives, higher understanding of the world around you. And you are somebody who receives a lot of messages, guidance, intuitive nudges, things like that from your guides, your ancestors, your God, your spirit guides, whoever it is, the ascended masters, and you act on those. You act on those impulses, and other people don't. They don't act on those impulses because they're busy overthinking things, because they're busy thinking, oh, you're going to cheat on me, so I'm going to cheat on you first, or things like that. And you are somebody who does not do that. You are somebody who does not hurt yourself to hurt others. Although you'll hurt yourself to love others, and you know what? This is why you're going through this. So you can learn how not to hurt yourself, to hurt others, or to just placate others, or to listen to their explanation that you know is bullshit anyway. And to understand and to know that your intuition is spot on. We have Samhain. Something could have happened on Halloween as well that was a very strong betrayal. We got an extra card for this one. You're learning how to have courage and strength, how to stand in your power, how to express your thoughts, feelings, ideas, emotions, everything from a place of courage, power, strength, how to be emotionally mastered, how to master your emotions, how to have a good understanding of your emotions and the emotions of others around you. And you are learning how to remain in balance. You're learning how to integrate your shadow side and your light side. You're also learning that in the past you may have behaved in some of those manners with other people as well. And you're starting to see that you have that in you. Everything that you see in another person is a reflection of what you do have within you. And you are starting to understand and accept that. And you are starting to see how that may have made you behave in situations where you may have shut off your emotions a little bit, or detached, or pulled back, after some sort of betrayal. You are learning that you went through a betrayal so that you could understand why people act this way when they have been betrayed, and how to forgive that, and how to move on, how to love yourself even with that. You're also learning a lot more about your spirituality as well. You are learning how to transmute energies more effectively as well. And once again, you're learning your dark sides and how to connect and integrate those dark sides into your light side as well. You are also learning how to make decisions and how to act on the decisions you feel like are best for you, how to act on your passions and your desires, and how to not feel guilty for acting on your passions and desires in the moment and realizing later that that might not have been the best thing. You're learning how to be more compassionate and understanding with yourself, where you have been that for everybody else in the past. And now it's time for you to be that for you too. And you are also learning how not to allow everybody else's energy to overwhelm you and overcome you, and how not to allow that energy to become yours, but to transmute that energy instead of absorbing that energy. You are also starting to see that every bad situation has a good in it, and every good situation has a bad in it. And you're starting to see that nothing is going to be perfect, period. That everything has its own pros and its own cons. I have the attitude of gratitude for the magical moments that occur each day in my life. So you are starting to have gratitude for your gifts instead of feeling like your gifts are a curse. You are starting to feel grateful for those gifts. You're starting to love yourself because of those gifts. You are starting to see how beautiful and amazing you are. And you are starting to see and notice all the magical beauty around you in every single day. You're starting to see the signs and the synchronicities as beauty and magical and things to love and appreciate, and you are starting to show your gratitude for it in your prayers, in your affirmations, in your belief of it. And you are starting to not question it anymore and starting to accept it for what it really is. And that really, really makes your guides, your ancestors, your God, your angels, it makes them very happy, because they gave you these gifts for a reason, and they want you to start accepting them and using them in your life around you. And that's why you had to go through so much hardship in your life, is so that you can gain the courage to stand alone in these gifts and to accept them and express them to the world around you without worrying about the judgment or opinions of others, or the gossip or the betrayal or anything like that, and just to continue moving with strength and dignity and integrity through your life, taking the high road. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear how you felt about it or what might be going on in your situation in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.